Hola clase, hola a todos, bienvenidos. Estamos en el nuevo canal de YouTube del Club de Español. We're in the new channel of the Spanish Club, and we are all welcome to join us. We're celebrating Hispanic heritage this month of September, so we have lots of celebrations. Okay, we have in the Spanish Club some of the celebrations that we're having are travels, parties, picnics, dance lessons, etc. Lots of good things that we have, so you can check us out on our web page or Facebook page or for any updates. And you can find the links to those activities in the YouTube description of this video, all right? But today we have a big surprise in our first video, because we have a very special guest, Marcela Spicusa.
Gracias. Glad to be here. Gracias por invitarme.
Excited. Excellent, excellent. She's coming from the University Counseling Center, okay? And we also have Larise Madrigal from World Languages and Cultures, all right?
Hello, nice to meet y'all. I'm very excited to be here today. And we also have Rodrigo Pereyra, but we call him Dr. P for short. Helps with the pronunciation, of course, and he is our Spanish Club advisor.
Claro, así es, yes. And so let's start right off with, why don't you tell us, Marcela, what do you think Hispanic heritage is? How do we celebrate it? What is it? How do you celebrate it too?
Yeah. Bueno, para mí, it's a month of, remembering our Latin American ties. For me, I'm Guatemalan American, so, celebrating Independence Day, feeling connected to my culture, using what's up with my family to celebrate, but also on a bigger picture, I think just remembering the contributions that Latino Americans have to this country. My belief is, so much of how we're successful today is on the backbones of Latin Americans, so I think it's a good time to remember that and celebrate that.
Yeah,
perfect,
absolutely.
Perfect.
Very good. What would you think that students should get or understand during this month?
Well, I think if students can just open their mind to a new experience, join the club, the Spanish Club, I think that would be a great opportunity. Sometimes it's nerve-wracking, pero practicar su español. Like, don't be afraid to mess up. I'm always afraid of messing up, but it's okay. So I think if you can just immerse yourself in something that's a little bit different than the norm, that would be great. And educate yourself on Latin American history. It's rich. And it's really tied with the U.S., and so it's probably good to know some of that stuff.
You know, Marcela, I'm very glad that you mentioned that it's okay to make mistakes, right? There are always issues and problems, but it's fine. That's how we learn, and that's how we grow, right? But now that we're talking about problems and issues that students may have, and since it's your area of expertise, counseling, I'm just wondering what you think are some of the problems especially freshman students have while they're in school, where this is the first time they get here, and also maybe even transition students that come from another college to this one. What are some of those issues that you see?
Yes. So the most common issue we see is time management and maintaining a routine. I think a lot of students come in and they just don't know what to expect, and there's really no preparation, and especially if they maybe have some attention deficit issues or some type of neurodivergence, they come in and mom and dad aren't here to help with the accountability, and so they'll start skipping classes, they'll miss assignments, they don't know how to talk to their professors. So I think those are the big things we see. And of course, if they're coming from a different college or a different country, our international students, finding their people, finding a home, finding points of connection.
And what are some recommendations that maybe you could give to them to find those areas of connection?
Well, for finding areas of connection, I think join a club.
Join the Spanish Club.
Join the Spanish Club, please. It's full of great people. They're so friendly. But also any other organization. I know a lot of people are shy. They don't know how to begin those conversations. But, it's just putting yourself in an environment and learning how to say hello to someone and just trying to find a point of connection. And if that can be through something you like, then that is even better. So I would say start there, and hey, even getting a student worker job, that's a good start. It's a job, but hey, you get to meet people, you get familiar with campus. That's a really good start, in my opinion.
Part of the growing process. No?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say even myself, like whenever I did start college, like it was a really weird concept because you go from going to high school, right, where you're told what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to go to class, to having the freedom and the liberty to make your own decisiones, right? So when that occurs, it's like you choose what you're valuing and what you're prioritizing, and a lot of people get lost in that track. So it's like making sure, even if like you have friends and they're not in school, it's like making sure that you're still doing what you want to do.
Yes, cultivating like independence.
Right, exactly. It's like finding the motivation to build your future, whether that be through college or different things.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if we just spoke about academic problems, issues that students get, but in the counseling center, you see other type of problems too, which are more personal.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if those problems that you see, personal problems or issues, in a way cross paths with their academic life.
Yes.
So what is it that you see there, and what can students do if they have some problem that they would like to address?
Yes. So we see a lot of crossover, and of course the personal always affects, or not always, but can often affect the academic. And so, once maybe a student goes through a breakup, or maybe they're missing home, or they are like, college isn't for me, I don't know how to function. They'll start missing classes. Things will kind of start to fall apart. They may stay in their dorms for days. And of course, we don't want that. We want our students to be able to like share what's going on. Luckily, a lot of them do come to us, and we try to help as best as we can. Or the other opposite end of the spectrum we'll see is they will maybe dive too much into school and avoid everything else. So they won't sleep, they won't eat properly, they won't see their friends, and almost go too much into school.
Right.
We want to find some place in the middle.
Yeah.
Something healthy, yes.
I feel like it's also like a good thing to talk about is the fact that students, some of them are independent students. So it's like managing a work life, right, to be able to maintain your life as well as being able to balance school. It is a hard topic for like a lot of people, and it's like not very often discussed, but it's like a lot of us students do, we have to pay for our rent, we have to pay for our utilities, our phone bill, our insurance, our car notes, and we're also trying to manage and get a degree, to actually be able to have a living income. So
Have lots of friends. Get a planner.
yeah.
Yes. Get a planner, and like the most important thing, like the most importante cosa para los estudiantes is put yourself first, put your mental health first, find a foundation.
Yes.
Figuring that out when things are really, really distressing and bad and you're depressed or have anxiety, it's almost like, okay, we need to then therapy comes in.
Right.
But before that, let's put some things in place. Let's put a routine in place. Let's talk to mom and dad if they are safe. Let's talk to professors. Let's go to tutoring. Let's do these things before it gets to the point where it's like, oh no, things are really bad right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes. I'm so glad that you brought all of those
Yeah.
up. No, those are good things for us to know that we can also tell our friends. No. So be on the lookout for those ideas. Marcela, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Now, do you have
you.
anything
Gracias.
that you would like to say at the end of?
The only thing I would like to add is just we have 24/7 on-call counselors. So if you are ever in distress and on campus, please know you can contact the counseling center or the university police department, and we will help you with that crisis. You don't have to do it by yourself. So if you take away anything from this, please take away that.
Perfecto.
Gracias.
Perfecto. Now, just to finish our video, I have a big reto, a challenge for you guys, now those of you that are watching. What I'd like you to do is leave on the comment section of this video, how many Hispanic or Latin American dishes can you name, all right? It can be Mexican, Argentinian, Brazilian, or how many of those dishes can you name? It'd be fun for us to
Yes.
to see your comments. Anything else that we'd like to add?
I'm pretty sure that's pretty much sums it up, but if you guys have any questions, also please don't hesitate to reach out in the comments and let us know if y'all are interested in joining the Spanish Club. We'd love to have you guys, so.
And subscribe to this video.
Yeah, absolutely. Like and subscribe to the video.
Like and subscribe.
It means a lot for us, so.
Gracias
Thank you
a
guys for
todos.
coming.
Hasta luego, chao.
Bye.
Bye.